I'm Adrian.
I'm Jean-Pierre.
And this is the Rugby Nerds. So, another week has passed. Unfortunately, a loss for South Africa.
Wop, wop, wop.
So, Jean-Pierre got his prediction extremely wrong. I think all of us, we did a poll, but 36% of you got it right.
Well done, guys.
Well done. Again, a good game.
A proper test match, we must admit. I mean, blood, guts.
I think, South Africa was very disrupted, especially in the first 10 minutes. It was chaos. It was literally chaos. It was like a blood fest.
Yeah, it was. Broken legs.
Blood everywhere, Billy's concussed, Sauce is injured. I think we were very disrupted. That's why the flow, we were so start-stop in that first half, which was quite annoying to watch. A few big moments in that game for me was obviously when Billy went off.
Yeah.
I think where Sasha did really, really well. I mean, it's almost like a dream 78 minutes for him.
Yeah.
I do think our playmaking ability actually dropped with him not being there.
Definitely,
because we seemed a bit disjointed.
Yeah, and stupid stuff we did on attack, on the goal line, not being patient enough. It was just frustrating.
And
Faf kicking the ball away on the 5 meter.
Faf again, yeah.
Yeah, anyways, we're not doing a player rating.
We're going to play rating. We all know the average rating, except for Ox, the rest is average.
Yeah, Ox and Peter Steph.
Peter Steph, yeah, what a legend again. I think what was quite evident for me was how well they played. The one ball back.
Yeah.
They did it the whole time and it worked. They got over the advantage line.
It's exactly the same running lines they did in the first stage. That try they scored from the goal line dropout.
100%. They did it the whole time. It worked but it worked again.
Yeah. And it's forwards doing the short passes and getting the guys through the gaps.
It was every time the same. I was with my friends watching as well, and we were like, it's the guys, come on, surely we should adjust to this.
Yeah.
But again, I do think the better team won. I honestly do think so. I think they were a bit more hungry. They big moments, they stepped up.
Yeah.
Obviously, Frawley had the best 12 minutes in world rugby history.
How do you defend that?
Also, it also shows you he's BMT.
Yeah, definitely.
He was that guy. You could see this guy's. We wants it.
Yeah, and we knew they were going to go for the drop goal at the end.
Just couldn't stop it.
It was difficult for Cheslin to get through for that, to go for the pressure. But
a bit of a soccer fall.
Yeah, but he was nicked just before that as well. But I was
like a Brian Abana fall. I think they touched him.
Yeah, at least we went to TMO for that.
But yeah, overall, I think the best team won. I think it was a really good matchup.
Well done, Ireland.
Yeah, well done, Ireland. You deserve this one. Do you think this is a win for Ireland, a serious win? I do think so.
Well, if you go on points for and against for the two games, we win. But I think so. I think they walk away the happier side. You know what I mean?
I also think so. I think they will walk away and say, listen, we actually won. A win in South Africa is massive,
and also
it's against a great South Africa.
And what sucks is that we don't play them again this year. We don't play them on the end of year tour, and so they walk away with the last win against South Africa, and that hurts. So
yeah, and obviously traditionally we are very bad losers.
We are.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw.
They written off all the players after this game. One loss.
They didn't drop the goal at the end. There it was a kick out of hand.
Yeah, crazy.
I laughed at all the excuses that Africans can actually make up to.
And how quickly we as supporters write the player off.
No, he's nonsense.
Over the hill. Yeah.
Replace him. No, David Delinda, where is he?
Yeah, but anyways, last week's game, it's in the past. We lost. We can't do anything about it.
One highlight for me, Andre Pollard under pressure, mate.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to his kicking, as soon as he's under pressure, he kicks really well.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we did lose the game, but it really could have gone either way. I mean, it was... And also what frustrates me about the game is that the 5 penalties that we got, easy-ish kicks, what is good kicks, but easiest kicks, we were attacking, we had momentum, we could have scored. And just like as if we had to score maybe half of those tries and converted them, it was an easy win for us.
I know you mentioned that to me on Saturday. My only argument against yours is that our maul wasn't looking good for me. It hasn't been looking good the past 2 games. Even against Wales, there was no cohesion for me. And they look almost like they disrupt us all the time.
Yeah.
And I didn't think we had the ability to do so. One thing I probably potentially would have tried, maybe do a scrum.
Yeah.
Put some real game line pressure on there, like you said.
Especially the closer penalties.
Yeah, I would have probably gone for that scrum. So for me, it's one. It's one of those things. You move on, you learn. And then obviously there's something else to look forward to, which is obviously the new talent. But before we go into that, this episode is sponsored by
Better Call Gerald.
For all your property needs, please call and email.
And his email at the bottom.
They say he sells faster than Chisholm Kobe scoring a try.
He really does.
He does.
Yeah.
I concur. Anyway, Gerald, thank you very much for sponsoring this episode again. We really appreciate it. Guys, please support him. He's a great guy. He's very professional and his service is top notch.
Yeah.
Remember, Rugby Nerds, free valuation. Use it. Anyway, so to the big game of the weekend.
Portugal.
So before we get into it, I did miss the Portugal-Namibia game. Again.
Yeah, but I missed that one as well. I didn't wake up for that one.
Even though it was 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But I did watch the highlights. Namibia was kind of there and about in the first half especially, but classical Namibia they fall off in the second half.
Yeah.
So Portugal pushed through. Portugal, I think, is an up-and-coming Tier 2 nation.
Yeah, they did well in the World Cup. I mean,
I think that them and Spain for me was really the 2 teams that I could recognize from the small teams.
Yeah, I mean that game against Fiji was a classic.
Yeah,
that was a classic match. It was good.
Yeah, there's definitely potential there, right? Look, I don't expect them to. Look, I think they'll be competitive in the first half, but I do think we'll close them out in the second half.
That's why I've won. It's bad to say. It irritates me games like this because I would rather, if I was in the coaching, in the management, I would have made this a SAA game. I don't like it when caps are given out like sweets.
Yes, I know what you mean.
It feels to me like something. It's the importance of the Springbok jersey to pull that over your head. It's just like you have one. You know what I mean?
It's also, look, we also come from a different generation. They obviously, the older people used to tell us, it's a proud thing.
Yeah.
Don't give the Watford jersey away. But Russia has a tendency to give caps away.
Yeah.
When he looks at new players, he has a tendency of giving caps away, especially like teams like this. I don't think necessarily if you're going to play this weekend, you'll be a Springbok. I mean, like a long-term Springbok, I don't think so necessarily.
Yeah, but you are going to go down as a Springbok.
You will have number 1.
Yeah.
You'll be that Springbok, but it is a bit of floating around. But again, in the World Cup, when you saw Portugal won against Fiji, and then after that game, the Portuguese coach said, we need more game time against Tier 1 nations.
Yeah.
To prove ourselves. So I think that's the counter argument.
Yeah. Maybe.
Because if they can give these teams, I wouldn't say South Africa is the best one. I would say maybe try in Italy. As a Tier 1 or Japan.
Wales at the moment.
Japan.
Yeah.
I would say try those guys. But this is reward for the World Cup for Portugal.
Yeah,
definitely, right?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I'm not disrespecting Portugal. That's not what I'm saying. But I mean, they're not even in the top 15 in the world.
No, 100%.
So yeah, and it's not about Portugal. It's about me thinking like all of these guys that Rassie picked they're not going to play a big role in the future in Springbok rugby.
Look, we might be completely wrong.
Yeah.
We was wrong about the scores.
That was me. Auden was close. I was like way off.
None of us were close, but you were flipping far off. But hey, we always like enthusiasm.
Optimistic.
But no, I think I understand what you're saying. In the sense of, it's almost like, who's a player, Andre Venterigo. He's a really good player, but he might not be a long-term Springbok.
Yeah, and I mean, I know Rassie, there's no nepotism involved, but he does.
Hey, who's his dad?
Yeah.
Wasn't his dad his partner at the Free State and the Springboks?
And now his daughter is dating him.
Rassie.
Yeah, something. No nepotism.
Is there nepotism? I think this is an opportunity to start a group poll.
But we love Rassie. Please, Rassie, don't attack us on Twitter.
No, we do love you. When you see, we'll give you like a handshake.
I'm joking because Andre Guventer I think he's a really good player. I think he can be a good loose forward as well. A lot in the mold like Dion Fourie, you can go from hooker to flanker because he's a good ball player. He had a great season with Stormers.
He did. I just think he's not that dynamic for me as a hooker.
And also in the pecking order, I think he falls way off because Malcolm Marx is still young. Bongi has still got a few years in him.
Yeah, Malcolm Marx has still had 4 years.
And then you have this Johan Grobbelaar. That's
also really good.
He's really good. And the Jan-Hendrik Wessels, the prop, can also play hooker. And that's why Rassie, I think, went for him because he likes these guys. I speak about this all the time. Rassie likes these guys who can play multiple positions, especially in the front row.
Exactly. Because it suits our game style.
Yeah.
Right? We want these multi-position players, especially in the back line. But even the forwards now,
But especially in props. I mean, that's why a guy like Vincent Koch is so, and Trevor Nyakani and Thomas Atoy who can scrum both sides of the scrum. That's gold. Yeah, that's gold.
That's gold, 100%. Yeah. So again, I am looking forward to it because these moments, I think myself and Jean-Pierre really appreciate because we can see the new talent on display.
Yeah.
And see how they fit in with the game plan, see what game plan we're going to play.
Yeah.
Which will be interesting. I hope, look, for me, that if I look at the team, it's going to be expensive. You have Manu Lebok in there.
Yeah, I must say the back line isn't too inexperienced.
No, it's a really good back line.
Apelile Fase has been in the mix for quite a while.
Who are you excited about in this team?
For this game?
For this game for us. Who are you excited about?
The centre pair, Andre Esterhuizen and Lekanya. That'll be awesome.
I'm really excited to see him in action. I believe he's going to be rusty, but this might be a really good game for him to come back into it.
Yeah, we are really big fans because it's like I said it last year or the year before when he ran through the whole New Zealand team like 4 times in one game.
But
from the wing because we had the red card.
But also everything he does, I think he creates so much doubt in you as a defender because of his hand movements.
Yeah, and he just stops while running at full pace, and then like guys contact. I think he's a special player. I call him a generational type player.
Yeah.
But yes, he had bad luck with his last few injuries. But excited about the centre. Must I quickly run through the starting lineup? I'm not going to go through everyone, and then think
maybe you quickly run through it. And we can quickly say to go for it.
Yeah, just like those who don't know who's going to play. We got Jan-Hendrik Wessels of the Bulls playing prop. He had a great season. Johan Grobbelaar also of the Bulls. Thomas the Tank playing on 3. Salman Marat captain. RG Snyman. He's playing well again.
I think he did really well when he came on last week.
He
did really well.
It looks if he's over all his injuries. Then Pepsi Buthelezi,
I really like him.
Yeah, he's a proper captain, a proper flanker.
Strong.
He's one for the future.
Yeah, he is a one for the future.
Yeah,
he is one for the future, definitely. I do think so.
Yeah, okay, then Ben Jason Dixon. Adrian, not the biggest fan, but he used his few minutes against Wales. He did. I think
he did enough, but I do think Rassie's a fan.
Yeah, Ivan Ruiz is going to make so much damage in this Portugal team.
I believe so.
Yeah,
he needs to use opportunity to use his offload game in this type of scenario.
Yes.
I do think he will break tackles, but he seems very close visioned.
Yeah,
when he runs, he doesn't really look around. He's not that type of guy. He wants to go for himself. Look, it's fine if you're a wing.
Yeah,
but if you're not a wing, look for the offload. Sorry, Gene, go for it.
No, okay. So we got Kobus Reinach and Manu Lebok.
It's a great combination.
They played 3 knockout matches in the World Cup.
It's a great combination.
Yeah,
both of them will speed up the game. Kobus is getting on, but we really like him.
He's still probably one of the quickest guys in the squad.
No, he definitely is probably the fastest scrum half in the world. I'm fairly confident about that.
Next to Grant Williams.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Andre
Esterhuizen.
This centre pair, like we just spoke about them. And then we got Kurtley Arendse and Makazolo on the wings.
Yeah.
We know what we got in them.
Yeah, it's very strong.
Just on Kurtley Arendse, he's just solid. He doesn't do anything wrong. He didn't play the world on fire in the last 2 tests.
I don't think it was those type of games.
Yeah. But sometimes I think he's still underrated by some people. He's on
really?
he doesn't get the attention that a guy like Cheslin Colby gets. That's what it's just weird to me because he's on the same level as Cheslin Colby in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying.
There's nothing,
I agree with you. I think
there's nothing in the papers ever about him.
The only thing that makes Cheslin, what we mentioned last week, is chasing
those moments.
Those little moments that makes him a really special. But Kirtley has lots of time to go. He's a young man.
Yeah,
you know, he's still probably going to play potentially 2 World Cups with Africa.
And then Fassi on 15.
Very excited about Fassi. I think after the games against Wales, I thought that was really exciting.
He had a great game against Wales.
Yeah, I mean, like, and they really tested him.
Yeah,
which any Wales team will do. They'll test you massively.
So he must just keep his studs away from the guys' faces and we'll be fine.
I saw that's a thing. Actually. That's a thing.
Yeah, because he's got these long legs.
Yeah, so I don't think it's a great.
It's kind of how you ran when you were at school.
Hey, I was more of a knee guy. Anyway, so continue.
Yeah, so that's the starting 15. That backline looks amazing.
Number 16 is Rassi's
son-in-law. I mean, yeah, Andre Guventer, great season. Mchunu from the Bulls, he got a few minutes against Wales.
We'll see.
I'm still not convinced. Oh, Trevor, my boy.
Man, Trevor.
Yes, Trevor's just a class player.
I like him. I like everything about what he represents.
Yeah. It's a cool guy.
He's a cool character, man. He's a cool.
Also,
I would like to have a beer with him.
Yeah. Also, both sides of the scrum. Ron Venter of the Lions. He had a very good. That is a huge boy. He's
sorry, guys.
He's 1.9 meters tall. He's a flanker.
He doesn't need to be that tall.
No,
he doesn't. I don't think he needs to be.
121 kgs.
He doesn't need to be that heavy.
Yeah. So he's a big boy.
And how old is he, Gene? Do you know?
21.
Good heavens.
Yeah.
Remember, you get only heavier.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's like right in Rassi's lane and Springbok
big
lane.
Boy.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I didn't actually know that.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Then Elrich Low.
I rate Elrich Low. He fits Rassi's mold.
Yeah, I would have given him 8 minutes this game, but
yeah, but
I think they like him more at flanker because he more plays flank at
7
Bulls.
at Bulls, yeah.
Yeah, so probably because Cameron Hanekom plays 8 because I think he was just injured. That's why.
How lucky is the Bulls? Cameron Hanekom, him, his arm card on the bench, ace com. Anyway, digressing. We got Morne van den Berg.
I like him.
I really like him. We mentioned him a couple of years back. I said, this guy's really exciting because he cleans really quick. It reminds me a bit of
a young Faf.
A young Faf.
Yeah. He does. But he's tenacious. He tackles well. He chases balls. He scores a lot of tries.
Guy for the future.
Yeah.
A real guy for the future.
Sasha Feinberg, we're not going to go on about him.
We know about him. And Quidor, the serial killer.
Yeah.
He does the dangerous. Like, I don't want to bump into him.
He's a good fullback. He's got a good left boot. And we like fullbacks with left boots. It's like a thing. Percy Montgomery and Billy can kick both feet.
I think when we saw him the first time, we knew he was going to be something. In any case, let's be digressing. So, quick prediction. I'm going to say South Africa by 60 points. I think it's going to be a one-way traffic. They'll put up some type of resistance, but I don't think much. Good luck, Portugal.
Yeah, they might score a try when we lack of concentration from our side. Also, I'm going to say 70. No, I'm going to say 80 points. Yeah, no, it's going to be a massacre. I think, especially with these young boys playing.
It might just be a blowout. Just quick injury update. Peter Stephen Toy's out. Sosa's out. Cheslin Colby and Malcolm Marx.
Malcolm Marx is a big one again.
Tibia, crocodile.
Yeah, tibia.
Nice
fracture.
Nice Ireland. Nice. Come on.
Yeah, Peter Stephen Toy's out 4 weeks. Maybe they just want to rest Peter Stephen for a bit.
I think he should rest, and it's fine. This is the ideal game to rest. Anyway, so I think. Look, it's going to be. I think let's go out and enjoy the games. Look at the new talent. Yeah. See what's happening, and then
we're not going to go on to Portugal's team. We will never know who they are.
I don't know. Graziano.
Yeah,
that's Italian. Sorry. Pardonimo. That's French.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Anyway, guys. Again, thanks for watching. Like always, please subscribe. And
ring the bell. Thank you to Gerald for the sponsor.
Yes, sorry. Yes, man.
Again, these details will probably be at the bottom there.
Yeah, please support him. They support us.
Yeah.
And thanks for watching, folks. We'll update you next week.
Love you guys.
Peace.